let's take a look. We got Sam Ward. Not a bad inventory start. Except the revolver. And the unneeded shotgun shells. Looks like you're right on the edge of the zone too, not bad, with a little bit of high ground. Fairly solid use of cover. A level 1 helmet. Not what you like to see this late, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Definitely probably the best place to move. I think I agree with you on that move. Not bad on the way you come down. I probably would have gone still a little bit closer to the blue so you could have been inside those trees for a little bit more cover. Not like you have to worry about the zone. Obviously, I'm assuming you survive past this because I'm pretty sure this video is a little bit longer. But I would have gone along the edge there just to try to utilize the zone a little bit more and cover your back. And somebody could be behind any of those things hypothetically, right? Now you do lose the high ground, Anakin, and while the high ground is definitely important, it's not always the most important. Getting into the zone safely is probably the most. Personally, at this point, I would probably start heading into those trees, yeah, right there, like towards the south. And it looks like that's what you're gonna do too. Shots, yeah, to the side somewhere. There's definitely somebody around you somewhere. Nothing's wrong necessarily with coming down here. I do think there's a little bit better cover here. I would like to probably stop, take a breath for a second, wait to see what you hear. Kind of like what you're doing now. You know there's some people around you. Nothing wrong with camping out for a second and saying, alright, let me see what I can see and hear what I can hear, especially in third person. That, just making sure you're far enough away from the tree before sighting in and stuff helps a little bit too. I know you want to hug the tree for protection, but you also want to make sure that you're able to cover yourself. And you do know that there's possibly someone behind you, at least in my headphones, which things might not get translated the best coming, through YouTube, but it also could have been the one who died, I suppose. It's kind of crazy how I don't know if you're using speakers or something, but I heard a lot of echo on that. Maybe that's just the game. When you're sitting still too, you gotta develop a little bit of carpal tunnel. I mean, realistically, does it make the biggest difference in the world? Probably not. Maybe you dodge 50% of the shots, even, you still might not die. And for the average player, that may not be worth it. If you are trying to play super competitive and you don't necessarily want to just sit still that long next to a tree, because at some point somebody might see you, and that's a pretty surefire way to get headshot, is if you just kind of sit there for a second. Yeah, and I would probably go closer to the zone. Make sure, those two trees behind you are empty. "22 seconds left." Instead, going into the open field there, probably the right decision. Other goes straight towards the UAS. Other eyes will be kind of straight drawn to it when they get there. They're going to want to look all around it as well. Probably go straight to the zone a little bit faster. Maybe even try to loot if there's somebody you might be able to steal something off of. A little helmet. Nice shot in the kisser. If you just drag the 4X straight down to the UMP, it'll swap the sights for you. "40 seconds almost." Yeah, right here is so sketch, no helmet. The pressure's definitely cooking. Someone's up on you. I hear other footsteps behind you. I think. I mean, I think your movement was fairly solid. What, like one thing I would say is, what are your sound settings? Because I think I'm hearing the sound coming back through your microphone. I don't know if that's just kind of because they're close together or what. It doesn't really bother me that much because, whatever. But life happens. But I would say you want to make sure those footsteps, like I was able to hear somebody coming up behind you, and I know sometimes it can be a little bit confusing with your own footsteps and noises and things, but you definitely want to make sure, especially in third person, it's super easy just to turn around. I'm pretty sure that guy had enough time to swap guns, take aim, start shooting, then run up behind you. So you want to make sure that, even if you hear something that's questionable, in third person it's as easy as using whatever your third person look or your free look button is, taking a quick spin around, seeing what's going on around you. Other than that, it's hard to kind of gauge how your loot situation ended up where you were. Not a bad loadout. Those are two good guns, decent sights on them. But I definitely would have tried to keep looting until I found a level 2 helmet to go into the end game with. That one shot basically knocked it off. And I don't think it made a difference in the end of the game because the guy shot you in the back, but had you free looked and saw him there, a helmet might have been the difference between life and death. That said, I do think you're definitely capable of finishing a game out. It's just going to take the right patience. Your movement was fine though. You went the right directions. I think I would have probably went to the zone near exactly the same way that you did. So you're close, man. You're going to get that chicken. I know you're hungry, but you got it. Alright, that's been the first installment of Drop Zone VOD reviews with Invictus. We're going to go ahead and post this to the YouTube. That's probably where you're watching it from. If you have any feedback, or if you'd like a review of one of your games played, feel free to join us. I'll have a link to the Drop Zone Cast Discord in the description, and we look forward to hanging out with you, playing some games, and making some vids of our own.